But then came something that would forever change perception of the bomb. It started in the hospitals.
A mysterious illness began to spread. I noticed it from about the 4th day. Of course, it had been there all along, but I thought people were dying of severe burns.
The woman who lost her children in the fires, Shige Hiratsuka, and her husband were amongst those affected.
They lined my bed up next to my husband's and took his test first. When they had taken enough blood for the sample, they withdrew the needle. But the blood wouldn't stop. Nothing worked, whatever they did. Even when they applied pressure, it carried on bleeding. During this time, purple spots began breaking out all over my husband's body. He then vomited a large amount of brown liquid. Afterwards, he went limp and died an hour later. He had managed to survive that far, but then even he was taken away from me.
Her husband was one of thousands who would die from this new and untreatable condition.
They were rotting. It was necrosis. There were no white blood cells, so the blood had no power to fight against infection, and so suddenly the rotting set in. In the end, the hair would start to fall out. When you put your hand on the patient's head, tufts of hair would come away in your hand.
It emerged that those who were worst affected had been close to the hypocenter, or had swallowed radioactive material, like the people who drank the black rain.
In hindsight, we realized that it was radiation, but at that time we didn't know what it was.
Radiation sickness has become the single most disturbing legacy of the bomb. American scientists had always known the bomb would produce radiation, but the scale of the after effects came as a shocking surprise.